Hello, welcome to Lawrence County History Corner. My name is Lori. Today we are going to be discussing one of the first in Ironton, and that was a Velocipede. Now, that's not a weird name for a dinosaur. It actually is one of the original names for the bicycle. Um, Joseph H. Rain was a person they were interviewing in the Ironton Register on the 4th of July, 1895, under the article titled "The First in Town." In the summer of 1870, just 25 years prior to the article's writing, Joseph Rain was learning the trade of a wagon maker at the establishment of Crawford and Daniels on 3rd Streets, where Hannon's Grocery now stands. So Hannon's Grocery was one of the older grocery stores in town. Keep in mind, this is in 1895. And there, the shop of Crawford and Daniels constructed a three-wheeled machine to be propelled by foot power. The design was after some suggestions they had seen in the paper. The front wheel was a 4-foot buggy wheel, and the rear wheels are about half that in diameter. The tricycle was a wonder of the town, of course. People followed it all over when it appeared on the streets. All the local boys were anxious to ride it, but its career was quite brief. Because of its rude or poor construction, it could scarcely be barely make a turn for a corner. But captivated by the Velocipede, two young men of the town, John Hamilton and John Carlisle, sent east for the two-wheeled Velocipede, which was then making its first appearance in the country. If you've seen the two-wheeled vehicle of the old original bicycles, it had the huge front wheel and a little tiny back wheel, not like the bicycles we see today. When the two-wheeled vehicle from the east arrived in town, the tricycle was converted into a bicycle also. It was immensely popular, and it proved to be a major attraction for the firm of Crawford and Daniels. They made about $100 renting it out for 25 cents an hour. That is a lot of rentals if you think about it, and that's a lot of money. $100 in 1895 was an extremely large amount of money. On one day, a festive drummer called at the shop and bargained to buy the machine for $80 if they would paint it up nicely. So it was painted in an elaborate manner, with stripes and gewgaws on every part by old Mr. Higgs, who operated in the 3rd story over the Second National Bank. The drummer eventually ended up paying for the bicycle and departed with his flashy and strange new toy. A second Velocipede made in Ironton was built by E. Lawton in the same year of 1870, and a large part of it was in existence 25 years later. Compared to the modern bicycle, the up-to-date machine of that day was like it was not as appealing, nor as certainly nowhere near what we see today in the bicycle. But that was the first bicycle in Ironton, and this is actually from an article from the Ironton Register, the 4th of July, 1895. I thank you for tuning in. If you're looking for more information about Lawrence County history, you can come to the Phyllis Hamner Room, located on the 2nd floor of the Ironton branch, or you give us a call at 740-532-1124, and I will see you next time.